Hello, my name is Leandro Rodriguez. I am a mother language student. This is the first video assignment from English Conversation, and today we are talking about pets. About the article, I just loved it since I love animals, but I don't share the idea that animals could be like sharing a bed with people and eating together, since there are many bacteria that can be transmitted. But anyways, let's go straight to the topic. As a first question we have, do you have a pet? Well, right now I do not have a pet. I used to have one, but since I got married, I couldn't have it longer. So I think that my sister is taking care of it. How many pets are there in America approximately? Well, it says that there are about 70 million dogs in the United States alone, and it's like one dog for every four people. Oh, that's a lot. The third question says, do you agree with the way people in America treat their pets? Well, I absolutely agree. Animals should be treated with respect. They are living creatures, and I think it is acceptable to compare them. In my country, people mistreat animals all the time. These people are insensitive and have no respect whatsoever for pets. Well, about the exercises, about page 5, we have the true or false. Yeah, true or false. It says read the statements and write true, T for true, and F for false. Go back to reading one and look for the answers you are unsure of. The first sentence says, people can eat at pet cafe, and the answer is true. They can eat candy. The second says, dogs are at tables and at the pet cafe. The answer is false. The third says, Americans are spending less money on pets than they did before, and that is false. Some hotels allow pets to stay. That is true. Everyone thinks that pet restaurants are a good idea, and it is false. There are many pet restaurants in the United States. That is false as well. And the 7, which says some regular restaurants sell food for pets. That is true. Well, according to the writer, it says that the writer quotes several people. What is each person's opinion? Well, Vera Carter, she thinks that people want to return back the loyalty and love they get from animals. Therefore, a restaurant for dogs is not strange. She owns a restaurant for dogs, so that's why she states this positive comment. Carl Gregory says that he also thinks it's acceptable. He reasons that today people spend a lot more money than before on their pets, and he's a pet industry expert. Jack Simpson says that he does not agree with this idea. He thinks that dog restaurants are absurd, and he's a web blogger. Cherry Evans says that she disagrees with Simpson by stating that dog restaurants are not ridiculous. What unusual services do each of these types of business offer to pets? Well, the first thing is that hotels is very unlikely to see pet-friendly rooms and room service for animals. That restaurants offer food for pets and bakeries pet treats. About the page, let's see, page 6. Let me check. Yeah, page 6. We have another true or false over here. It says read the statements and write true, T for true, or F for false. Go back to reading 2 and look for the answer you are unsure of. It says Camp Highway is for only pets, and the answer is true. Camp Highway has services for cats, dogs, birds, and fish, and the answer is false. The camp is only for social animals, false. Cats stay in rooms with birds and fish, that is false. Not all pets follow the same daily schedule at the camp, and the answer is true. Pet owners must bring their pets own food and bed, that's false. So about the exercise B, it says, how is Camp Highway like a camp for children? Well, they include pool and playtime, so it's very likely to what children usually do. What special things does Camp Highway have for cats and for dogs? Well, cats have private rooms with windows. They also have a lot of toys to play with, and dogs have indoor heated room and outdoor area. About the next exercise, it says, do you think Carl Gregory has a pet? Well, I think he does, because he works in a pet industry, so it would be like ridiculous if I worked with pets. I love them and then I didn't have one. The next one says, do some people travel with their pets? Yes, they do. A lot of people have pets, and some hotels offer rooms for pets as well. So do you think Sherry Evans has a child? Well, in this case, I don't think so, because she treats her pet as her baby. Is Camp Highway more expensive than dog pounds and kennels? Yes, it is, because it's a high-class place in which pets can do different things. What do the names Fifi, Sparky, Fluffy, Roger, and Princess refer to? Why did the writer use them? Well, these are pets' names. People usually use for their, names that people usually use for their pets. He used them to call like the reader attention and to relate the article in a more, let's say, easy way. About page 9, it says, identifying the author's purpose. It says, which article informs the reader? What information does the author want the reader to know? Reading 1. He wants people to know about the different services available for pets. Which articles persuades the reader? What does the author want the reader to do? Well, in reading 2, he wants the reader to go with their pets to Camp Highway. And the third one, look at the reading. How does the author use quotes? He uses quotes to introduce different points of view about services for pets. Do you know the author's opinion? Not really. However, based on the information presented, I would say that he agrees on Dog's restaurant, definitely. Next exercise. Look at the reading 2 and answer the following questions. How does the author use punctuation? He uses question mark to try to get the reader's attention in the beginning. He also uses exclamation mark to create more expectation about going to this place. What positive words can you find? Well, confidence, high class, respected, happy. Do you know the author's opinion? How? Well, the author thinks that it's a great place. I know that because he's trying to win the reader over about the place, and also he's trying to sell it. So how will you sell something that you don't buy, right? Next, page 10, exercise. Part 2. Read to find the answers to questions. What are clones? They are exact genetic copies. What does the company Genetic Savings and Clone do? Cloning of cats and near future dogs. What guarantee does the company give? They guarantee that it will be a healthy animal and that will look like a lot like the original. Do all pet owners want to clone their pets? Why or why not? No, because some prefer to have another pet. I also agree on that. Like, cloning is not my cup of tea, I would say. It's not my favorite thing. I don't think that a person can be like reproduced in the same way. Next, can you guess the meaning of the words? What clues do you use? Well, we have genetic, multi-billion dollars, guarantee, beloved, and animal shelter. Well, genetic has to do with the genes, with some information that people bring in their blood, let's say. Multi-billion dollar is like a lot of money. Guarantee is like what they offer in case of any, let's say, inconvenient. So if they guarantee that the animal is going to be healthy, is because they say this based on facts, so they know what they are doing. Beloved is something or someone you love, and animal shelter is a place where you would take animals if they are on the streets, let's say stray dogs. And well, how do the meaning of the underlined words differ in this reading from the meaning that you know? Well, I wouldn't say that they differ, because I pretty much know the meanings of them. Well, about exercise 12, it says talk about your ideas. Think about people you know who have pets. Do you agree with the way they treat them? Why or why not? Well, I would say that I do defend the fact that pets must be respected. I sometimes get crazy when I see like people eating dogs or other cultures that kill monkeys. I've been observing animals and I see that they can communicate. And I know that it is not a fact that they think or they have the same competences that a human being does, like, but they still process information, and this is something noticeable. So I think that must be respected. About this task must be let's say, in the Dominican Republic, basically, people, some of the people do respect animals, but then we have a bunch of people that they just mistreat them. I really appreciate the way that people take care of animals in the United States, since they have shelters where they take them if they are on the street, and protect them, in fact. But in my country, unfortunately, this does not happen, and I wish it could. So thank you for listening. This is my video recording about the first assignment, and I hope that it meets the objectives. Thank you.